Welcome to the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks. I am your humble host, 718, and we already know what it is with COPPA. If you're under 18, you can't be watching this without the supervision of an adult. This channel is specifically designed for 21-year-olds and older, but if you're 18 and up, you're still legal, so you can watch as well. In any event, let's get to the shit, because we really need to talk about this little gem of a trailer came out already, and it's Morbius. And I've been meaning to review this trailer. I haven't even watched it because I've been just trying to sit on trailers just so I can watch it with you guys. I already know a lot of people already spoiled it. I heard about what's this gentleman's name? Michael Keaton shows up in it. People is talking about the Spider-Man for the video game came up in. I don't know. I heard about it. I seen stills. I wanted to watch it with you guys so I can give you my honest opinion. First things first. But before we even discuss my opinion, I actually really wanted to let you know about how I feel about the idea of Morbius. It's an interesting idea. I really wanted to see Jared Leto develop Joker. I thought there was things I wouldn't have done, but there was a lot of things that I thought aesthetically looked so cool for the Joker that they were designing, and I was really curious to know where they were going to take that Joker, and could they have done more. And Jared Leto is a credible actor, and I have this funny feeling he's going to do amazing with this. I think he needed a Joker film just for himself, where he could really go into it. They needed something centered around just the Joker, or they could have did Joker Harley Quinn movie, and that's what I think they should have done first before they did the emancipation of Harley Quinn. But neither here nor there. I'm here for it with Morbius. Vampires and Spider-Man was always an interesting thing, but that's been in the comic books. I remember watching the cartoons. Whatever, I'm with it though. I want to know how they'll bring it into this idea and making it more scientific, because that's exactly what he kind of really is. It's more of a scientific anomaly where he falls in line with being a vampire, though there are vampires because Blade runs around. That said, this is going to be an interesting depiction. I seen stills. It looked like they really went out of their way to make him look more like the comic. He looks very interesting. Like, this is such a dope idea to take these characters to the next level in terms of cinematically. So I'm very interested to seeing what they come up with. Curious to know what Morbius will look like. So let's just get into it, man. Let's just go check this out, and I'll see you on the other side.
Michael, I've known you since you were a child. You're a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it. I should have died years ago. Why am I still here if not to fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
I want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost?
So are there real vampires in this?
Michael.
Okay.
What's happening?
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever. Increased strength and speed. ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood. How far are we allowed to go? To fix something that's broken?
Yeah.
Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh?
What's up, Doc?
That was a way to end it. That was a cool way to end it. Yeah, I like it. I really am interested. Morbius has never been an interesting character like that. I like the fact that he looks exactly like he did in the cartoons and in the comics. I never really followed him so much on the comic book circa, but definitely in the animated series. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him when I was a kid, was in the Spider-Man cartoon. Because I might have seen him in a comic book shop. More than likely I have. I just never really paid attention to him, but to the cartoon. But I like what I see. They really look like they're trying to treat it like a film. It could still be PG, which I'm almost positive it will be, but it seems very much in the vein of Venom, for all the things that Venom looked good for in the beginning. Even though I enjoyed Venom, not a fan of this Venom like that. Nah. I mean, I liked it, but there's a lot of cheese in it. If I could take a lot of the cheese off of that burger, I would. Because there was stuff there that I thought was cool. Very good in the way they shot it. Like, they were really treating it like a serious film, but then it really became more kiddish in how they approached a lot of stuff. But like I said, it's a business, and I'm not mad. They want the kids to come watch it. It just wasn't the film that they were kind of presenting it in the very beginning. That said, I hope this one, what they're presenting is what we get. It doesn't look like it's going to be that much scary, but more of a thriller, and that would be cool. If you can't give us a scary film, I get it. Give us a thriller, a good thriller. And this is what they can do now. If you're talking blood, I better see some blood other than that cut on his hand. But let's just check it one more time. And cue this bad boy up and go.
Michael, I've known you since you were a child. You've a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to the disease, you'll find it.
Again, I'm just liking the dark tones and the dark aesthetic. It's just real reminiscent of what was the great thing about Venom when it was coming out. But I just don't want this to be misleading in terms of giving you like a darker film. This should be heavy on character development. So I'm hoping that's what you get from an actor like Jared Leto. This is what he does.
You're up to something. What is it?
This is where I'm a little lost with, because now are you bringing in magical elements? Like, where are we going with this part of it? Like, are these specific type of bats that don't exist, and we're just creating this for the tone? Because from what I understand, the blood lusting of bats is really something that emphasizes on vampire lore. So, is this what we're going with?
At what cost?
I'm liking the Beethoven, playing with Beethoven music. I like the trailer. That's something from BVS every time I look at that. You can tell they got inspired from BVS for that.
From dying to feeling more alive than ever.
Increased strength and speed.
The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood. How far are we allowed to go?
I hope they really make him a bad guy, not this anti-hero.
Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy.
I don't remember him wearing that. That's a lot of people been saying that he did at the end of Spider-Man. What was it? Not Home. Was it Homecoming? Yeah. Not really familiar with that. One thing I don't want them to do is what they did with Amazing Spider-Man 2, which had a lot of promise. The thing is, they didn't know what tone they wanted to go with, because what they did with and you have a great actor, and this goes to show you how writing and directing, and even just like when you're on set, how you can have a great talent not be able to really exercise their talent to the fullest capability of what they can do. I feel like Jamie Foxx could have been an excellent Electro. I would not have chosen him. He wouldn't have been my first idea, but I think he's a great actor. Has he ever done anything villainous? Nah, never really done a bad guy, so maybe that might not have been his strongest suit. But the aesthetic they went with, it was a little bit way too goofy for me. Like, it was like you're trying to be your own, a little darker, you're trying to be Sam Raimi, and they was trying to do way too much. And then they were focusing on world building, and this is what I don't want them to get pigeonholed to, focusing on world building. World building is supposed to take the back seat. The main part of it is the story, and you want to follow the story. The story should be the thing where you make your movie at. That's going to make the movie. In terms of all the other stuff, you're supposed to really dial that a little bit back, because the front of the film is supposed to be the story. Now, if you're doing world building, and that's going to be what this whole film is about, then the movie needs to be, the story has to be about the world in and of itself, where the world is the character and world building will be the character, and the story will facilitate that. But the story will have to come first, and if the story is about world building, cool. But don't sell us Morbius and the whole film is trying to explain to you where the Sinister Six is going to come from, because that's what killed Spider-Man 2, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 film. So hopefully this time they will make it a point to focus on the character, and you actually have a good actor. So let's hope that they could actually facilitate a story with all the tools that could show exactly what kind of an actor this guy is, but also more bring the character to life. And that's what I hope that we will get. And I hope he's not going to be this anti-hero person. I want him to really fall into a bad guy. We have to have a serious bad guy. I don't want these redeemable bad guys, because Michael Keaton's character can become the Vulture can become a redeemable character, because he's tied to his daughter, but he came off more of a villain. His daughter kind of balanced him a little bit, but you could tell he was clearly a villain. What I don't want us to do is to see what they did with Will Smith's character. Great actor, he wasn't a villain. He didn't come to be a villain. He came to be just a badass guy that happens to be an assassin. He's supposed to be a bad guy, but he's cool. Nah, I don't want an anti-hero, I want a bad guy. And that's what I hope that they start injecting. I mean, anti-hero would be cool to be a part of the Sinister Six, but the Sinister Six should be bad guys. Bad guys, the bad people. And that's what I want to see. And you can show interesting layers for why they are the way they are, to humanize them, but they still have to be villains. Unredeemable. Or if you want to show that there's things about them that's humane about them, then there's always a line of redeemability in anyone, I like to believe. And you can show those small threads, but some of these characters have to really be villains. And I hope they do this moving forward. But as far as Morbius is concerned, I like what I'm seeing. It looked like they're putting a lot into it. I look forward to the next trailer. In terms of this being part of Spider-Man, hey, give me Morbius. We'll deal with Spider-Man later. But let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time. And as always, till I have a better outro. Chill.
disease. Go find it.
I should have died years ago. Why am I still here if not to fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
I want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost? Michael, what's happening?
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever.
Increased strength and speed.
The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood. How far are we allowed to go to fix something that's broken? Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh?
What's up, Doc?